Okay, so normal motion for extension. Extension's a funny one in terms of how we test it clinically. We will tend to get people to lean back as far as they can, which is fine, but how often do they have to do that in their daily life? Is it a relevant test? It may well be. Extension will vary massively depending whether we're bringing the arms in this way or potentially we're bringing the arms in this way to reach. Arguably that's a more normal motion, one that is used more during the day. This one maybe not quite so much, but as soon as your arms go up over your head, that very much changes how your lumbar spine moves. So let's go through, let's say clinical's normal, what we're expecting to see. So in this position you'd say, what is the driver? Probably my head is the driver causing the extension. So my head has to go back, I have to get some thoracic extension. As my head and trunk move backwards, I'm going to have to get a translation of my pelvis forwards. If I don't translate forwards, I'm going to fall over. Okay? So as I look up, trunk extension, lumbar extension, and that pelvis has to translate forwards, and I have to get that posterior tilt to allow my lumbar spine to go that way. Okay? So if you look at that on the skeleton, let's say the head's the driver, head's coming back, get thoracic extension, lumbar, pelvis translates forwards, and we get a slight posterior rotation. Okay? What happens if we don't get that posterior rotation? Then we tend to get double extension, or you get extension from the top down and the bottom up. So you'll see some people that tend to get extension this way. Pelvis is going this way, trunk's going that way. That means a lot of facet joint compression. Okay, this is what we tend to see a lot of the time with people who already have back irritations and aren't moving normally. You tend to see arching back, the trunk, or the pelvis, sorry, doesn't displace or translate forwards. So instead we get an anterior rotation and trunk extending. Bang, facet joint pain. So how do we get them out of that? Again, I would start with assessing it and seeing where they're not moving, and then see, right, can I facilitate normal motion? Can I get the pelvis to translate forwards? So can I just get the translation? I might do this with a step, but can I just get that motion and get the extension creating in that pattern? Can I then get them to posteriorly tilt? Okay, so it kind of goes against what we normally tend to think, but if we're going backwards, we need that pelvis to go forwards and to rotate posteriorly. Okay, so next time you have someone in with back pain, assess them. How do they move into that pattern? Would we class it as normal? Can you just help facilitate that motion? What happens to their pain? What happens to their motion? If we can clear it up, why were they not doing that in the first place? That's always the question I struggle to answer.